Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. Well, it is definitely bucks in rut around here. Smokey has been doing everything he possibly could think of to go visit the ladies. Gets quite vocal late at night, listening to him making all of his grunts and little voices that he makes, banging on the fence, hitting it with his horns, trying to get those girls' attention. The only goat that we have that should be coming out of season would be the other Nigerian, which is Josie. The other ones should all be done with it, so we don't have to wait too much longer, and we should be able to let them all run out the pasture together. But we're going to play it smart and keep them separated just a little bit longer. See Regal back there, we got him already switched over to the bucks. Josie's little boys have been banded, and they will be going to their new home either this in a couple of days or this weekend. And we did go ahead and decide to keep Regal, to give, not Regal, Rowdy, so that he would be a good companion goat for Regal, because I am seriously thinking about finding new pasture for Smokey and Josie, because they are Nigerians, so that we keep it all miniature Nubian. And that was just a trial thing. We were just going to try it and see. But it just ended up being too much milk, because she ended up being a great milk goat. So we were just going to try it, but I think we're just going to stick with what our original plan was. And we also thought that Smokey and Josie would throw off more of the moon spotted color. And a lot of people in this area was looking for those, but they just were not throwing off those colors. So, but they're all hanging out for now. We'll see. They may stay around longer, who knows. Smokey's generally pretty quiet for a little buck, very mild-natured, but he's got something going on right now, chasing after them little girls. And of course, I'm out here, so he's not going to put on nowhere near the show he was putting on before I walked over. I see you, Smokey. So I just want to get on here. I have a few videos that I'm working on. Just kind of taking it easy, going slow with it. I know I totally kind of bummed out on doing the It's a Great Pumpkin recipe exchange for October, because it has been extremely hot still here in Louisiana and extremely dry. But I am thinking about maybe doing some of my pumpkin recipes for the month of November. Maybe once a week, something like that, because I still have a ton of pumpkin recipes. But unfortunately, this year I won't be using my pumpkins because of the severe drought. We did get them to start growing, and they got to about the size of a softball, and it was just too much to keep them watered, and they just started dying on the vines. So we didn't get the pumpkin turnout this year, but nevertheless, we still have plenty of canned pumpkin, and we'll try it again next year. Now that's Miss Freck she's flirting with now, and I'm pretty sure she's the miniature Nubian, and she should be done with her heat cycle. But I think he's just frisky because there's one in the crowd that's all in season right now. And of course, Miss Josie's baby over there, Napoli, She is F1 miniature Nubian, so she possibly could still be carrying on a little bit of that Nigerian, so she might have come in season 2. But generally, the Nubian bucks only come in heat twice a year, and that's if they're F1s. Usually, if they're further along, like some of my other girls are F5s, they only come in season at the end of September, October-ish timeline. Now, the Nigerians, they pretty much can come in and out throughout the year, which was another reason why I'm kind of leaning more towards my Nubians, because I can just let them be separated for a few months and I'm good. But if I have any Nigerians in the mix, then it's a very good possibility that I'll have more kids than I know what to do with. And we really try hard to just have what we need and not overbreed our animals. And if I know someone's interested in some, then I'll try to breed them. Well, hello, Mr. Regal. He's getting to be a big boy. He's so pretty. He is just as sweet as he has always been since the day we got him. He literally will follow you around just like a little puppy dog. And sometimes that can be a problem at feed time, because he'll get right underneath your feet. And you probably can't tell, but way off in the background in the barn over there, the little boys is already locked up so that they can get used to being away from mom, because they have found a new pasture to go to. And I was able to talk them into, if you buy one, you get one free, so that the two boys could stay together. So I am so happy that that worked out the way it did. So they're going to be going to a really good home. So I'm glad about that. But I just want to jump on here and let y'all know that I'm still here. I'm still hanging in there. Still having a few health issues. But I'm going to get back to it as I can. And thanks for the ones that are being patient and understand. I know we all just have different things going on in our lives. And it seems like lots of people are just kind of being quiet right now. Just laying low, I guess, with all the havoc and all the craziness in the world. Everybody's just kind of, I like to think, maybe have their thinking caps on now and making provisions for their family. I'm not really sure, but I'm still going to be putting out content. I'm still working on it. I have tons of ideas flood my mind. I just don't always feel good, so I don't feel like standing in front of a camera. So I'll have to work on it. I know I had some requests for some of the herbal books that I use. I'm thinking about making a video on just a variety of herbal books that I have, so that some of you that are interested in getting more into natural medicine with tinctures and salves and tonics and just all kind of different medical stuff that you can use herbs for, the herbal tea, so that it will give you more of an idea where I have gotten all my studies from. So I'll work on that too, and I'll set up some books and go through it with y'all and show you which ones that I like. And I've just come across some newer ones that have some really good information in them, but I still like to stand by some of my old ones. And I know I have one that it's another antique. I've had it since I was a teenager when I first started getting interested in herbs, and I have hung on to that book for over 30 years now. So it's not as good as the new ones because the pictures aren't in color, but it's still a very good cross-reference, and that's something that I also do. I'll have multiple different books on multiple different topics, such as herbs, whatever, and I will cross-reference it, because all the author is doing is giving their opinion and what they've learned or what's been passed down to them. So I always like to double-check and cross-reference all the information to make sure that it does all make sense and that it's pretty accurate, as to, you know, you don't want to just, oh, you little stinker, you don't want to just take one person's word for it. You want to go ahead and do as much research as you can. I mean, after all, we're talking about our health here, so we have to still be very mindful to pay attention and to use common sense. especially whenever we're doing things to improve our health. We want to make sure that that is what we're doing. So that's another reason why I keep multiple different books on different topics, on the self-help stuff, the home therapy, home remedies, just to make sure that I'm getting all the information right. This little stinker starting out like he's getting interested in the girls. So of course right now he just wants me to let him out because he's such a mama's baby. But I do hope everyone's doing good, and thank y'all so much for all the new subscribers. Slow and steady, still getting a few here and a few there. I do apologize for not getting content out, and I am just human too, but it bugs me whenever I'm not able to post content because I really want to, but sometimes I just do not feel like it, so I hesitate on doing it, and then sometimes I'm not sure. You know, I mean, you don't want anyone to see you looking your worst, but I told y'all I was just a real person like everybody else. I wasn't going to put on no shows and hoops and whistles and all that kind of stuff. What you see is what you get, but, you know, I've never been one to just stand in front of a camera and just stare at myself and just think I was this beauty queen and just all full of this confidence and just, you know, just stand in front of the camera and look at myself. I've never been that kind of person. So I am very cautious of how I look and how I appear, and don't want to just look like I'm worn out or like I haven't slept all night, because the truth is I probably haven't. I mean, with thyroid problems, it causes you to be extremely tired, but then when you try to go to sleep, it makes you extremely restless. And then by the time that happens, you have other aches and pains. So it's just a hamster wheel right now, but it's getting better. It's getting better slowly. I know I mentioned that before, that it was getting better, and it is getting better. I just still have days that it's just hard. So all we can do is keep moving forward and keep trying and keep working towards our goals. But I do appreciate y'all, and I hope everyone is having a great week. I guess this is my walkie-talkie on Wednesday. My goodness, it's definitely been a long time since we've done that one. But anyway, I just thought I'd touch base with y'all just to keep my regulars and all of my subscribers, keep them up to date on what's happening and what's going on. So I guess that's all for today. I thought the boys were going to cut up a little bit more for y'all, but looks like they're about done with that for right now. But you watch, as soon as I turn this camera off, they're going to go right back to it. But, you know, I guess it's kind of like kids. You just got to catch them Kodak moments when they happen. So, y'all be safe. Keep preparing. Keep pushing forward. So, farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.